let's start with 3 ohms. Please take a deep breath. Namaste everyone, Suprabhatam. Oh, I am very pleased to see my sister Lakshmi here. I don't know what happened to my other lovely sister Meena. Anyway, not that I am not pleased to see all of you. I am very glad to see all of you also. So we have made some ground. The sutras, we covered 11 sutras as of last Sunday. So what we have to understand is the first chapter. The first chapter is also named Samadhi Pada, meaning all that you need to know about Samadhi, the state of Samadhi, will be described in this chapter. Everything that you need to know about Samadhi will be discussed in this chapter. The second chapter is called Sadhana Pada, meaning Patanjali Muni is going to prescribe the various sadhanas that you have to do to become self-realized and also to be able to attain the lotus feet of the unmanifest divine. So he is going to give you all that sadhana. That is why it is called Sadhana Pada. In Sanskritam, Pada means part. Pada can also be used as a quarter. It is also it also has a meaning as quarter. Pada also means foot. So there are various meanings to the word. The shabda, word means shabda in Sanskritam. The shabda, pada, has various meanings. Here we can take it as quarter, or we can take it as part. So that's what we are calling as chapter in English. So in the second chapter, the sadhana pada is going to describe various sadhanas. That's where we are going to find where Patanjali Muni is going to prescribe Ashtanga Yoga as a way of attaining these states, the various states. In the third chapter, he is going to describe, the third chapter is called Vibhuti Pada. Bhuti, Vibhuti, okay, that's Visesha Bhuti. That is why it is called Vibhuti. Bhuti means power. Power. Vibhuti means Visesha Bhuti, means supernatural powers, supreme power. Okay, Superman power, whatever you want to call it. So that's why it is called Vibhuti Pada. And finally, the fourth chapter, which talks about how you came in here into this world and what happens upon death, the final release. So those two big aspects are going to be discussed. So the philosophy of liberation, total liberation, right? I'm not talking about just death. I'm talking about liberation. Liberation from all kinds of, liberation means liberation from all kinds of sufferings. Liberation from all kinds of avidya. Liberation from all kinds of karma. That's what liberation means. So that total liberation is called Kaivalyam. Kaivalya or Kaivalyam. So that is why the last chapter is called Kaivalya Pada. He is going to describe how one can attain the state of Kaivalya. Kaivalya is reaching the feet of the divine, the unmanifest divine. Don't we say, oh, the soul has reached the lotus, may the soul reach the lotus feet of the divine, of the Lord, blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what is going to describe that. And let the soul, yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Finish what you were saying, then I'll ask you.
So he says, I mean, there are, we will also say, may the soul merge with the divine. So these two things, being at the feet of the divine and merging with the divine, are two different states upon death. So both these both these states are going to be described in the last two sutras, 33 and 34 of chapter 4. So beautiful sutras. When we get there, we will see all that. Yeah, Uma. Yes, Uma. You wanted to say something.
So we say Vibhuti, in Vibhuti Pada, you said Vishesha Bhuti means supreme power. What does that chapter describe about Vibhuti Pada?
Oh, good question. This is when we say Vibhuti, Vishesha, supreme supernatural powers. We are talking about siddhis, the various siddhis. Okay, the various siddhis. The siddhi of being able to fly, the siddhi of being able to heal somebody, like what Jesus Christ used to do. He used to touch people and they used to heal, right? So those are all siddhis. Jesus Christ was able to walk on water, right? So those are all special siddhis. We all also see there was a saint in somewhere in Maharashtra. I forget the name of the place. It starts with the A. Maybe Shobna, if she's here, she can help. Aladi or something like that. We visited that place. Huh?
Yes. Alandi.
Yes. Thank you. Alandi. So that is where there was a Siddha called Siddha called Jnaneshwar. Very great Siddha. He was able to control non-living things. He had that power. Okay. So we are going to see all those different kinds of supernatural powers. Again, remember, those supernatural powers will come to you only if it is needed and has to come to you because of the cosmic flow of things. It does not mean that you are a very great person and Siddhi has come to you. You are still the same person. The Siddhi has come to you just for the sake of cosmic, because you probably have to use that to help humanity. That is why it comes. Not for personal gain, not to feel great, none of those things. So this you have to keep on reiterating inside you. Okay. So on that note,
so just one question on the naming of this padas, Kumarji.
Yes.
Is that prescribed by Patanjali, something Dr. Narayanan created it, those 4 quarters?
No. It is given by Patanjali Muni himself.
Okay.
Yeah. Narayananji did only the translation of the sutras into English.
Okay.
I mean, many others have done. He has done it in his own special way. That's all. Okay. So, any other questions before we move on? Okay. let's go ahead. Is Kranti here?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, thank you. Kranti, you can go ahead and chant up to the 4th sutra after the prayer, as usual. Everyone, kindly close your eyes and listen to this beautiful rendering of the sutras by Kranti. This is an experience by itself, at such a time in the early in the morning, in the Brahma Muhurta. Please close your eyes. This is of great value. Treat it as a meditation and hear and completely listen to her. Don't write any notes. Just close your eyes and listen to her. Go ahead, Kranti.
First 4 I pause and then from then
Yeah.
till.
Yeah, you pause after the first 4.
Okay. Om. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचाम् मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि आबाहुपुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासीधारिणम् सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिं श्रीमते अनन्ताय नागराजाय नमो नमः। अथ समाधिपादः अथ योगानुशासनम् योगः चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं वृत्तिसारूप्यम् इतरत्र।
Thank you, Kranti. So, these first 4 sutras, as I mentioned earlier, is the executive summary. So, here Patanjali is clearly stating that what is to be in us, what does it mean to be in a state of yoga, or who can be called a yogi? So, he says that yoga means to be able to subtly control the chitta vrittis, the various activations that are there inside us. The way these are all program entities inside. There's a bunch of program entities, thousands of them. So to be able to control those activations, not to react to those activations, not to be taken over by those activations, is to be in yoga. When you are in yoga, then he says you can really feel the true nature of yourself, the true nature of yourself. So that is possible by a component called asmita. We will discuss that in second chapter. For now,